What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about AMC, GME, as well as the overall broader market. So today AMC was up for 1.98% for the day. It had a high of $14.99. The average volume on AMC is around 40.75 million, but today's volume was around 32.46 million. Now, the most exciting thing about the day was that the overall broader market had a sell-off, but AMC and GME both were in green, which doesn't mean too much, but you never know. We might have some sort of upward momentum coming into GameStop as well as AMC from here onwards. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now GameStop was up for 1.21% for the day. It had a high of $131.69. The average volume on GameStop is around 3.33 million, but today's volume was around 1.88 million. The common thing between the GameStop as well as AMC was this, that the volume was not there. It was not even close to the average volume on it, but for some specific reason, both GameStop and AMC were up when we were having quite a bit of sell-off in the overall broader market. The major stocks like Apple, Google, Microsoft all got a hit today. Even the SPY was down, but still GameStop as well as AMC were up by the end of the day. Now let's go over to the SPY. Now SPY was down for 1.14% for the day. It had a high of $386.87. Now the kind of movement that we are having in the SPY, it's very volatile and it's completely unpredictable. There is no clear-cut indication that is coming out of the chart of the SPY, and even there is no good news out there which can lift the market to the upside a little bit. Now we are having the CPI number coming on this Wednesday, which can create quite a bit of downtrend into the overall broader market if it came out higher than what it was previously. Now, I personally believe that the CPI number is going to be a little bit out of control, but we need to just see that how low the market is going to go from there onwards. And then the following week, we're going to have the Fed, which is going to decide the interest rate hike. First, they're going to look at the CPI number. Now, last time what happened is we were expecting a 50 basis point, but by looking at the CPI number, which came a little bit hotter than what they expected, from 50 basis point to 75 basis point just on the previous CPI number that came in, which was slight bit higher than what they expected. Now, if the CPI number again came a bit higher, definitely Fed can go from 75 basis point to 100 basis point, which can create a significant amount of downtrend into the overall broader market. Now we have this week a very huge week, and following week again it's going to be a huge week, and again after the following week as well we have the GDP number coming out at the end of July. We will be officially in the recession, and which can create more downtrend into the overall broader market. Now let's come over to the VIX. Now VIX came up 6.21% for the day. It had a high of $26.74. Now we can expect the VIX to shot up again over 30 if the CPI number came in extremely hot. A lot of individuals are hedging their positions right now. Now the open interest on the call side on the VIX is pretty high on the 35 days expiration. Now we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of the males are still again onto the downside, but this $14.50 call option that came in, that's going to expire in 10 days, and this individual is buying 900 contract and he's paying $101,000, and he's betting that the AMC is going to go up from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, majority of them are onto the upside, which is very surprising. Just last week we were into the extreme level of downtrend, everybody was buying put options, but this week the sentiment has changed definitely on AMC. Now when we have a look at the put to call ratio over here, call side is 58%, put side is 42%. The volume on the put side is very low, the call side is extremely heavy, it's almost 80%. The premiums are a slight bit higher on the put side, that's interesting, as compared to the call side. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow, but we have a pretty significant bullish option flow in the AMC right now. Let's come over to the option flow for the GameStop. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Majority of them are onto the upside. Now the option flow has slight bit change on the GameStop as well. Now investors are having their confidence towards the upside on the GameStop. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whale and the retail are doing, now majority of them are again onto the upside, and they are buying these call options and betting that the GameStop is going to go up from here onwards. Now when I bring up the put to call ratio chart, we can see the call side is 72%, the put side is only 28%. The volume is pretty heavy on the call side as compared to the put side, and the premiums are pretty juicy onto the call side as compared to the put side. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the GameStop. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. Now I have increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of the whales are onto the downside again, but there are still a lot of whales out there, those who are betting to the upside for no reason, because there is no good news out there. But this one call option that came in today, this $380 call option, this can expire in 38 days. This individual is paying $18.8 million for it, and he's buying 12,000 contracts. Now when we compare this call option to the put option that were bought today by the whales, which were almost over $20 million, and they were just buying 5,000 contracts, and these are deep in the money put options, and they are betting that the SPY is just going to keep going down from here onwards. But the kind of bet this individual is paying, he's basically buying in the money as well, but he's paying a huge amount of money, and he's buying a little bit more shorter expiration date to the upside for the SPY from here onwards, and he's buying 12,000 contracts. There is a quite a bit of difference between put and calls. This individual is pretty confident that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards, but there is no significant good news out there which can create some sort of upward momentum into the SPY from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, now again majority of them are on to the upside. I have no idea what is going on, because there is no good news out there. There is no significant bottom that we can call out from here onwards, but there are a lot of individual, these are big institutional money which are betting that the SPY is gonna go up from here onwards. For some reason they are betting this is the bottom. Now I personally think this is not the bottom, this is just the starting of the downtrend that we're going to start experiencing after the CPI number that's going to be released on Wednesday. Now I personally think this is going to get really bad from Wednesday onwards, but still there are a lot of individuals, they are betting to the upside, and they are betting that this is the bottom, and they're not even buying a very short date expiration where they were just expecting just a few days time we're going to have some sort of upward momentum. As we can see over here, a lot of individuals are buying this 157 days expiration, so they are giving enough time to themselves and betting that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards. But I personally believe we are not going to go up from here onwards. We might go down below 350. I'm not sure, there might be some information on them, that's why they are betting to the upside. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the SPY. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.